Hi, folks. It's me. Um, Hi. But it's not just me. It's also Opie. She's been curled up in my lap for the past half hour, getting at tons of attention. And she's just been. Oh, there she goes. Yay, good. Now I can actually sit upright. Hi. Um, yeah, it was me and Opie. But Opie decided to. She's like, yeah, no, not going to be put on display. So, hi, folks. It seems to be just me on the stream tonight. So let's talk about what we're doing tonight. So back on Friday, I received 2 boxes from the wonderful JC in Newfoundland. Um, and some of the motherboards didn't work. And so Saturday, I streamed testing the memory because we didn't know what was working, what was. There was only one actual bad stick of memory, which we had determined. I put an X on it. Yeah, it also wouldn't work with my known working motherboard. Update for those who did not see the short. Trina was stupid. So this is the 8800 GT, which apparently either work or don't. What I didn't realize, it requires a 6-pin power. So when I tested it on my stream, I didn't have a 6-pin power. The next day, I look at it, I'm like, oh, I totally missed plugging it in. So I plugged in the 6-pin power. I did a short. It works. I tested the memory with it, and it's good. It seems to be working. So woot! Yeah, Jesus is from Newfoundland. Who would have known? Eh? So let me say hi to folks in the chat. We have Francois. We have Jack68K. We have Sadmac356. We have Mark. Good morning, Mark. Blah 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 blah. We have Cass. We have Ryan of Everything Is Working Garage. Welcome, folks. So what I did yesterday, I went back through the boards, found that I have 4 motherboards that don't work properly, and I just realized I got a coffee mug still on my workbench. Um, they have various issues, and I'm going to share my screen because I made a spreadsheet because yes, I am that nerdy. If I can find it. Why can I find it? Sound, okay. Okay, let me, hold on for a sec. Not allow. Excuse me. Oh, I can feel that one coming on. All right, let me move this over here. See if it'll let me. Might need to have it up. There it is. Oh, and Sadmac, pay attention to the name of the file at the top. The mummy boards. Oh, I put JS. Oh well. Yeah. So these are the motherboards that I've tested. And these are the bad ones. Anyway, so we have a P7H55-M Asus. That one has funky video, then shuts off. I also put the processors that came out of them. We have another, that's basically the same board, but this is the Pro version, different rev. This one won't post anything with memory. I tried 2 different sticks. I tried 2 different slots, both A1 and B1. It don't do anything. But yet if you take it out, like it won't beep, it won't post. But yet if you take out the memory, it beeps. So not sure. We got a gigabyte that just simply don't turn on. And we have another Pro that turns on and off and 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 so forth. But most of these have So I was speaking with Mark of Millennium Max, who's usually with me, but he's in bed because he's in the UK. He did suggest it could be CPU issues, so I went and I did some digging, and I have a i3 2120. Well, that works for the gigabyte board. And then I found I have an i3 540, and I checked both the regular and the Pro boards, and they both accepted this processor. So just in case it's a processor issue, I have replacement processors to try with these. So, because these I know work. These processors I know work. Yeah, on and on. Yeah, exactly. And hello to Sad Max Cat. Hi. And hello, Anna Banana. Hey. And hey, Jesse. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden the chat went crazy. Save me, Jeeves. Yeah. All right. So, I don't know what I'm pointing at with my. I was sitting here patting Opie and did not test this camera. Haha! All right, you're looking at my pile of junk. It's on my desk. I need to just. My headset was dying before the stream, so I plugged it in. And now unplug it. Okay, so to-do. We have an empty bench. We have a known working power supply. So we're going to test number one, which is this guy. And number one had funky video, then it shut off. And it was interesting video. And it was onboard video. So, oh, what I also did, I forgot to show folks. I was going to show people. So I bought stickers. These little stickers. These guys. About as big as my thumb. And what I did is on each of the boards, as I was testing them, I put a sticker on the box and I labeled it so I know which one is which. And then as I was cleaning them and put them on the desk or the table to dry out yesterday, I put a post-it note on them so I would remember. And then also on the CPUs, I used a whiteboard marker and labeled the CPUs so I know what CPUs came out of what board. Oh, hang on for a sec. My nose decided to start running. I need to go get something. So I'm trying to be as organized as possible with this. Crazy, I know. But yeah, bear with me one sec. I gotta get some paper towel. My nose has decided to start running for some reason. I don't have any Kleenex here in the kitchen, so paper towel it is. But it's supposed to absorb everything, so the quicker picker-upper. Just bear with me one sec. All right, so I did also, when I ultrasonic these, I also did lift this up and dry it out around here. So let me find my glasses. Oh, they're right in front of me. Haha. All right, because I don't remember which way these things go in. Okay. Cool. Can I get this put in? There we go. There we go. That's in there, right? Perfect. Okay, we're gonna do that. I don't know what got up my nose. Oh, excuse me. The fun of live streaming. Okay. All right, and then that goes there. So this one, what was this one? This was the funky video one, right? Yeah. Funky video, then it shut off. And if I remember correctly, this was the one that required B1. There was one that required B1, and I forgot to notate which one required that slot. Well, I got it backwards. That's fine. Okay. Make sure we're putting it in right. There we go. All right, we're just gonna slap a CPU so at least I got fan spinning my doodles on it. See what happens. I'm not gonna get heatsink compound on the go yet. Just gonna put a heatsink on it. Well, if I can get that darn. There we go. Ta-da! All right. Keyboard's falling down on me, on my feet. Ta-da! So we'll connect the main 24 pin. There's also a 8-pin CPU. That's 4. Where did the 8 go? 8's right there. This power supply actually has, interesting enough, it has both an 8 and a 4. So I don't have to split it and put it back together and split it and put it back together. All right, so we're going to connect the VGA because that's what gave me the funky video yesterday. And we'll connect the keyboard because we're going to be positive that this is going to work. Right? Right. Okay, I'll put the keyboard down here. Because the cable's long enough. I can do that. Using USB keyboard because just, yep. All right, so we're going to turn on the power. Now, these also don't have any CMOS batteries because I wanted everything off the board before I ultrasonic them. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Well, turns on. Now I am trying the memory in slot B1. Here we go. We got a beep. Now we did this yesterday. Oh my God. Boop. Haha. We have, sorry folks for the light in the way. We have a no funky video so far. We're gonna try F1. Yeah. Yeah. Woohoo! Okay, we're gonna turn this off because I don't have heatsink compound. But yeah, this should just show. I go down to system info. I'm just gonna go do one quick thing. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yeah. Done. Look at that. First one is a success. Hey, Carthor. Hello. So, as I was saying, I ran these all through my ultrasonic cleaner yesterday. This one was giving me funky video and then shut off. We thought it might be a CPU issue, but same CPU went back in it and no funky video. It works. So there's 1 of 5, or 1 of 4, sorry. All right, I'm gonna update this. Works. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Wish I could get a thing to tell me what I'm on. Works. I have about 2 gigabytes. I know how much memory I got in it. All right. Ta-da! Woohoo! We got one working. Yay! I'm going to have to put fresh heatsink compound on it and all that stuff before taking photos tomorrow of it. I realized I should have brought the boxes over and I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna grab the boxes. I'm also gonna. So all the boxes with the, I put, as I was showing earlier, I put green stickers on the two with that had the working boards, and then I put red stickers as I was going through them with numbers as I was testing them. So number one has to get a red sticker put on it, or a green sticker to replace the red sticker. And I'm going to put it back in the box for now. And that saves me having to figure things out tomorrow or the next day. And I got 2 computer cases to pack tomorrow, so I don't know how much I'm going to get work done after that. A lot of running around doing that tomorrow. But yay, we got one working. Woo! All right, so let's put a green sticker on the thing and put number 1. Actually, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave the red sticker on it as well. Just so I know, because I already have a number 1. But at least I know this was number 1 of that used to be dead. So let's take this one down. And we're going to try number 2. See what happens. Maybe they just needed to be cleaned. The water was a bit dirty. I looked today, and the ultrasonic, no components fell off, so yay. So it's a good sign, because I wouldn't know which board it came off of. Ta-da. Okay. Yay. All right. So that's number 1. Let's try number 2. What was wrong with number 2? Ta-da. Number 2, will not post with memory. Does give me beeps when it, turn on some lights here because it's a little dark. So this one here wouldn't beep at me. Got a goop in there. When there's the number 2 processor. Wouldn't give me any beeps or post when it was had memory in, but it would beep at me that there was no memory. So kind of interested to see what happens with this one. All right, another heatsink. So we're gonna try this one. See what this one does. This one is the same config. So the speaker goes there. Speakers, by the way, are great things in PCs as well as Macs to tell you what's going on with them. A lot of builders don't put them in, and it drives me crazy. Because then I get people calling me going, my computer doesn't turn on. I'm like, well, what's it doing? And they're like, just doesn't turn on. And I'm like, beeping at you? And they're like, no. And there's never a PC speaker in there. All right. So we got power. We need a VGA cable. I don't know why my nose is running. Probably, I'm going to blame Opie because she was shedding like crazy. It's the first time she's let me pet her that much. So, okay. That's all good. We got a light. We got an LED light that came on. So yeah, yesterday, same issue. Fan would spin. Oh. Maybe it's doing memory testing? Now it's doing power issues. Interesting. Okay. Fan likes to stop and start. Again, there's no CMOS battery in this. But yeah. That's what it did yesterday. Alright, I'm going to try another slot. There we go. And try the A1 slot. I tried this yesterday as well. I tried both slots. Boop. Might be doing memory training. Alright. So one thing I'm going to try with this one. We're going to try. Yeah, this is number 2. Okay. We're going to try the number 4 CPU in it. Because this was not doing this yesterday. So we're going to, ooh, that's warm. We're going to try the number 4, which is the same CPU. It's an i5 530. So first gen i5. Yeah. Okay. Ta-da! We're going to try this one more time. And also hold down the fan without getting my finger stuck in the blades. Yeah, this is what I was doing yesterday. Same issue. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to take the memory out and just see if I can get it to beep beep at me. That's interesting. All right. Now it doesn't beep. And it has no memory because it started doing it right away. I am going to call this a DOA board. Basically, yeah. This one is toast. So I'm trying to also keep up with the chat. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Don't include the PC speakers. Yeah, I know. A lot of the, yeah. But I've had like new ones come with the PC speaker, and then I just see builders up because they got clear cases. Oh, we don't want to have anything stand out. It's like, put the speaker on the board then. You can make them black. And yeah. Anyway. Thank you for coming to my rant. Okay, so yeah. Don't know what's going on with that one. But I am going to just call it dead because, yeah, these boards aren't worth probably the amount of time I'm spending on them, but just play around with them. So that is a dead board. So that goes into the mining expert box. Don't think it's doing much mining. It's also not a mining board. But the box says it is. All right, so number 3 doesn't turn on. Oh, looking in the box. Yeah, so number 3 doesn't turn on. So this one's going to be easy. And I remember this one because this one, weirdly enough, of course the other 3 are aces, but yeah. So this one don't turn on. Hold on, I gotta see the pins. They look a bit. Yeah, that back pin is bent. Please bear with me one sec. I'm just gonna get that. Whoa! Oh, that was too much. A little too much pressure. But yeah, there we go. All right. So, there we go. That plugs in. This goes here. This is the gigabyte board. Bit of a difference with that one. So, oh, isn't that interesting? One is down there. I never noticed that before. Of course, board hasn't turned on, so I really haven't had a need to notice. But yeah, it's actually slot 1 is. If we look here, upside down. But yeah, 1 is down here. 1, 3, 2, and 4. Interesting. It's usually they're by the CPU socket. Which reminds me, I gotta get a CPU socket for this, just in case. Or a CPU, not a CPU socket. Duh, socket's on the board. I need to get a CPU, which is the i3-2120. Now, I did grab a spare one, just in case. But again, this doesn't even turn on, so I figured it wouldn't hurt to have a spare. All right, let's put you in all nicely. There we go. Ta-da. Grab a fan. Sys fan. CPU fan. Yeah, this one even, the fan doesn't even turn on, so we're gonna see what this one does. This requires a 4-pin. Ta-da. We got our 4-pin ready to go. All right, let's think positive thoughts. Plug in a video. Yeah, this both on the live stream on Friday as well as yesterday did nothing. So 3, 2, 1. Same issue. I'm gonna try, just for funsies. I did this on the stream as well last time. I'm gonna try jumpering it with my. Yeah, she's dead. Okay. Boop. So no surprise there. It died. Or it still is dead, but yeah. Tried. Well, at least we got one backup so far. Maybe luck with number 4. What do we think? Folks in the chat, what do we think? Do we think it's going to work? No blown caps. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see anything like obviously blown. There's nothing domed on it. Yeah, you just don't work. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, Jesse. It's dead, Jim. Yeah, exactly, Carther. The board is dead. All right, and number 4, last but not least. This one turned on, off, on, off, on, off. So, ta-da. We're gonna put the CPU that came out of it in it. It's also got some funkiness going on. I don't know if you can see that, but oops, you can't. See around the screw, it's kind of, it cleaned up a bit, like it was the entire screw, but it's still a bit, still a bit funky. So I don't know what's going on with that one. Number 4. There we go. We need an 8-pin. So interesting note about this one, by the way. It had this cap on it over 4 of the 8 pins. So I did not notice that when I was streaming. I did yesterday. I did remove it. Thought maybe that might be the cause of the issue, but still had the same core problem. Did not want to stay on. So thought maybe for some reason it required the 4-pin or the 8-pin, not just 4, but it did not. All right, let's plug in main. Oh yeah, we're also gonna need memory, aren't we? Does this say which slots are one? Okay. Oh, isn't that interesting? Huh. Okay, so I'm gonna try A1. I did not realize B1 was way down there. I've been trying B2. Interesting. So I'm gonna work on B2. Or A2, sorry, not B2. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna plug in a video and just see what happens. So again, this was the one that pre-cleaning turned on and off, on and off, on and off, rinse and repeat. You can see the fan. Oh, you know, it'd be handy if I turned on the power supply. There we go. Got a green light. See, this is what I was doing before. Ow! Doing before. Don't do that. It hurts. Yeah, exactly what I was doing before. Fan would spin up. Okay. We are going to try, because I do have an extra CPU, because 3 of these boards, 1, 2, and 4, so this is board 4, I'll take an i5 first gen. And I have, right now, 2 of them left, because the first board worked. So I'm going to try number 2 and see how I labeled them as I was taking them out. I used a whiteboard marker on them, so they're easy to, it's not permanent. People would be like, why did she label them? because the other board was an i3 2nd gen, and that ain't gonna work. Now I also have a 5400, which I know will work, or no, not a 5400. Sorry, let's try that again. I have a 540. Oh, sorry, you guys aren't seeing what I'm doing. Ta-da! So we put number 2 in just to see, and also I have a 540, which we can try. Okay. Now I did the exact same thing with the heatsink properly seated, so I'm not worrying that it's the CPU overheating and shutting down. Oh? Nope. I just heard the fan stop. Okay. So let's grab the 540. Ta-da! i3 540. This will take a 1st gen i5 as well, but I don't have any. So it just dawned on me before the stream. I'm like, wait, I got this 1st gen i3. Went and dug it out. Oh. What's going on in the chat, by the way? Hi, folks. Nope, nothing. Okay. Nothing new. All right, so let's try the 540. I want to double check that it is a 540. It is a 540. Sweet. I didn't mislabel it. Ta-da. Okay. This one came out of a board that was badly, wasn't worth recapping, but it at least turned on enough to know, hey, the CPU works. Okay, let's give this a try. Ta-da-da-da. See what it does. Okay. Nope. Just shut off. I can hear it when it shuts off. Okay. Same problem. Ta-da. Well, at least we're able to resurrect one board back. Yay. A funky video board. Excuse me. I'm gonna put the processor back in the protective sleeve. There we go. And I also did check the manual. The 540 will work with this board, so I did some research before the stream on that one. And it's all good. Well, board's not good, but processor is supposed to work with it. So, ta-da! That's it. That's all we got. Let me put some boxes on the table. Get number 4 put in the box. Da-da-da-da. And let me come back on the stream. Hey, folks. The chat is still dead. Yeah, it seems to be dead tonight. All right. Let me come back on camera. Hi, folks. Yeah, so this was just kind of a quick and dirty one. Thought we tried the boards. We at least got the first We got the first, so it's an Asus P7H55-M Rev 2.01G working with the CPU that came out of it, so even better. Because we weren't sure if it was the CPU that was causing the funky issue, or the funky video from yesterday. But the rest of them do the same thing, sadly. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, one is better than none. Exactly, Carther. I was happy that we got one working. It actually surprised me that I got one working. Yeah. Although funky video one, I think, worked on the Friday stream. I can't remember. So that's why I was like, we're going to see. Wait, I can sleep early. You can sleep early, Francois. Let me turn on. Ta-da. Hi. I had Opie, so. Yeah. Don't forget to check out trinastech.com. Link is in the description. It has links to all my online, where you can find me online, including my coffee account. If you can afford it, be greatly appreciated. Make a channel donation or become a monthly subscriber if you can. There is going to be soon-ish. I'm just waiting for my photo ID so I can get my Safe for Work OnlyFans up and running. It's going to have photos of dirty computers. Ooh. No feed pics. Everybody's asking me for feed pics. No feed pics. Ooh. But yeah, stay tuned for that. That will, when I get my ID, I can activate it. That's what we're waiting for. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, do all the good things. Yeah, I guess that's it. Dirty. Yeah, it's gonna be dirty computers, Carther. Yeah, if you look at a short that I did last week, showing a dirty computer, it's gonna be photos like of that computer and others that I have. So we're gonna be doing dirty computers. Wow. All right, folks. On that note, thank you everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye for now.